Good day or evening, wherever you may be. My name is Bob Baldwin. How you guys doing? It's a pleasure to always talk to you and be in communication with the good world out there. For those who don't know me, I'm a musician, band leader, small record company owner of my own catalog. And in this case, none of that matters, but I am going to use what little juice I have in the music business to spread the word about a humanitarian endeavor. That's regarding my sister, Deborah. I'll try to make the story brief, although we could talk hours about it. In 2020, she was diagnosed with mixed connective tissue disease from a doctor who wanted to pick one of 12 things on his list. By the time he picked the right one, 2 years had elapsed and her condition worsened. That's a story for another day. It sounds like a little bit of malpractice. But anyway, this caused her to produce too much mucus, and as a result of producing too much mucus, she couldn't put any food down in her gut. As a result, she lost 40 pounds during 2020. 40 pounds is not a lot of pounds, but if you weigh 120 pounds, then that's like a third of your weight, and that's what happened to her. She lost a ton of weight during August around 2020 by the time I saw her. And remember, during 2020, it was COVID. We were restricted from flying. I had to get special permission to fly up and see my sister, and it was pretty bad. By the time I saw it, it was heartbreaking. I had to put her in a emergency room, and from there she ended up going to rehab for several months before coming home to receive long-term medical care at home. She was getting 40 hours a week for a number of years. When the nurse's aide wasn't there, then the husband, yes, she has a husband, stepped in to be the caretaker on those off hours, which was a number of hours because she was only getting 40 hours a week. So that means over 120 hours was secured by him to take care of his wife, in sickness and in health, for better, for worse. That's what the marriage vows say, right? Well, back in 2020, he was asked to be the healthcare proxy power of attorney, and he declined to do so. So I had to jump in and secure that. So that was in 2020, and I've been pretty much the healthcare proxy power of attorney ever since. Long story short, 2025 comes, and her condition is, I've been monitoring all this time, but the condition just kept deteriorating to the point where I now had to pull her away from him as a caretaker and place her in a nursing home. That was in March of 2024. So she's been there just at about a year now, and unfortunately, it has not been good. It has not been good. But the problem is that while she was home trying to get therapy, her condition worsened because she was being over-medicated, and that's the story for another day. And I have witnesses, I have visualized it myself, I've seen it. This is not someone who just pops in every 6 months. I got a lot of hours logged with my sister, and I saw what was happening. And so again, it was in her best interest that she was placed away from the husband and put in a nursing home where she could be properly cared for. So now that we've mitigated the rehab issue, now we're going to start on rehabbing again and start seeing a trajectory go north. So that's where we are right now. Now, the reason I am on the mic and the camera right now is because I need to file a Guardian 81, which I did back in September. And what the Guardian 81 does, it takes the power of attorney healthcare proxies up just a slightly higher level and puts a greater layer of protection over my sister, which she obviously needs. I need to protect her from her husband and other family members. It's a very unfortunate story, but that is the story. And so this is going to require me to retain an attorney to make sure that her best interests are met. So I have a hearing on May 7th, 2025. So I have a few weeks to secure these funds to make sure that my sister gets the proper representation. Okay. So that being said, I'm going to set this for a month so that we have time to speak to the attorney, sign the retainer agreement, get her deposit, and get this ball rolling so that my sister can get the proper care that she needs so that she can be protected from those who want to cause hurt, harm, and danger. Okay? So that's what's happening. That's why we're here for the GoFundMe. I would truly appreciate it if you could spread this around. This is not a musical issue. This is a humanitarian issue about someone whose spouses left her for dead. He abandoned her in the nursing home on July 3rd. And then he abandoned his own home. So that's a whole nother story. Obviously, marrying the wrong person can really cause some grave danger. It's very unfortunate. But I'm here to, intercede for my sister, and we will do whatever is necessary to get her better. So we mitigate, get the rehab in, and hopefully one day she'll be back on her feet. So these are the next steps to make that happen. Okay, if you have any questions, you can email me at baldwin77@aol.com. Yes, I have a very old email address. Some of y'all are probably younger than my email address. So I apologize for that. But please email me, or again, you can show your support by adding some funds so that I can pay for this attorney and get things back on track here. All right, guys. Thank you so much. God bless you.